Hey everybody, it's Chaymie here and welcome back to another video. And it's been a while since I last did a doll reveal reaction video, but this is so exciting because the designer collection Midnight Masquerade Series 2 has been revealed officially, and it's featuring the Disney villains. For the past week, Disney store artist Stephen Thompson and doll designer Nonstop Spiders have been teasing on their Instagrams with the reveal of the mask designs of these villains, so we all know who were coming and the line is about to be revealed any day soon. So lo and behold, they just revealed the dolls and posted on their Instagram. So we're gonna take a look at them one by one and react to them and give my opinions on them. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into the dolls one by one. Okay, we interrupt this program because Disney Store seems to have updated their website to reveal the full information in full detail. So we're gonna go through that first. So Disney Designer Collection Midnight Masquerade Series. It's their party now. The Midnight Masquerade Ball continues with a sinister twist as Disney villains crash the festivities. And we can see Yzma here, while a better look at their face sculpts. Lady Tremaine and Maleficent, Evil Queen, Ursula, and Hades. Okay, let's read more. Okay, this is a bummer because they're going to be released with Merch Pass, I believe. Early access drawings that can reserve you opportunity to buy some of our high demand items. Merch Pass entries for Disney blah 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 open up Tuesday 6th of October starting at 7 a.m. This is really a bummer because I believe, okay, let's get more into that detail. What is this all about? So I believe it's more of like a raffle system. You put your name into it, the system, and they will either select you or not select you. And if you get selected, then choose your items. It has its own drawing. You can buy multiple drawings. Entering for an opportunity. If you're selected, you are not required to buy the product. You can enter multiple drawings. You must be registered with shop.com to enter. So basically, it's like a raffle, I think, where you put your name into it. So either if your name gets called, if you get chosen, you get an email. Then you get early access or like a waiting room where you can be reserved to buy these products. And if you don't get picked, then what? Then what do you do? Huh? So annoying. Especially for me because I live out of the state, so I need like a shopping service for me to purchase these things, and no shopping service is gonna go through all this to buy my stuff. Okay, I don't know what this is. Let's just go back to this. I'll read that later. It's good to be bad. 6 limited edition dolls feature elegant, movie-inspired sculpting and captivating costumes. The pin sets, blah blah blah, I don't care about the pins. Masquerade Mess and Fun collectible detail. Dolls and pin sets sold separately and will be available in store at a later date. Maleficent. Ooh, I love the style of these photos and the colors. Lady Tremaine. Ursula. Oh, Ursula has a different pose than the photos that we got. And Yzma, Hades, and the Evil Queen. Oh, sorry, I completely skipped through the release dates and their edition size. Okay, Maleficent coming on 6th October, edition size 5.2K. Lady Tremaine, 13th October. Oh, Merch Pass entries open. I don't know why. I'm not sure if this is the day where their entry opens or if this is the date the dolls comes out. And Lady Tremaine is 4.4K. Ursula is coming on 20th October, 5.1K. Yzma is 27th October, 4.5K. The Evil Queen coming on 3rd November at 5,000. And Hades is coming on 10th of November with 4.3K edition size. Oh wow. I'm really annoyed with this Merch Pass thing. I'll have to read into it later because I do want Ursula. So I just want to know, if you get Merch Pass, you buy. If you don't get it, then what do? You wait until everyone buys, and if there are any left over, then you buy? How it works? Okay, we're gonna get back to the video, and I will stress about this later. Alright, first up we have Maleficent. So taking a look at her doll design and her artwork, it's very interesting. What I noticed immediately about her artwork and her design, even though her artwork is not full, I like the fact that the ribbon was kind of crisscrossed on her artwork, but on the doll it seems like they made the top and the skirt panel two different pieces, so the ribbon effect is not as working as well as on the artwork, it seems. But I like the fact that she has rooted hair and she doesn't have sculpted horns. And again, I like that her hair are now into a little hair horn bun like they did with the original designer Maleficent doll. And that doll, the hair was a little bit too much. It was a little bit like clunky. It was just like a big, huge roll. So I like the fact that they kind of executed this one a little better. They seem to resemble a horn more because they are very pointy and they go into a little pointy shape that mimics a horn more. You can see her artwork here as well. And I like that her collar piece seems to be her dragon wings, perhaps, here, as you can see. And she does have she does seem to have like a necklace or something. I'm not sure if it's a necklace or something holding the cape together. And we'll get onto her mask at the end. And for her outfit, she seems to be rocking a really leathery look. The top is just a sweetheart bodice, a leather bustier kind of thing. And again, it kind of mimics the leather bustier that she had on the original designer doll as well. And her skirt is a plain black leather skirt, and the detailing being the little wrapped ribbon piece here. And I like the fact that she have these half opera gloves thingy with see-through black fishnet, and I like her cape. I'm not sure this red part is a part of the cape. I think it is a part of the cape. Yeah? No? So I like that they have this kind of purple fiery little winged piece here again. And next on behind that, I believe there are two separate pieces. And below that is her main cape with a purple and a red thing happening. And she seems to be rocking just black shoes. Again, another interesting thing that I noticed is their hand sculpts are different. I like that. I'm not sure if these hand sculpts are the one that they are now using on the 70-inch limited edition doll. They kind of resemble though. But I like this change because I've pointed this out since the release of the first designer dolls, that their hand molds are the same molds as the princesses, which kind of makes them like very dainty, pretty hands. So I always wish that they would have more of an edgy, kind of sexier looking hand. So these work. I like that. And she has painted nail polish, black. And finally, her mask. I like the fact that her mask is more of like something that you would fasten with a ribbon behind the back, and it's not like holding with the stick. So I like that. And her mask has these wings, and she has her horns there, and maybe like raven feathers here to resemble Diablo. And it seems to be like iridescent of purple and greens and all that shimmery color. So that's pretty cool. Now, before we get on to the next doll, let's take a look at her mask design. So here is her mask design. So these are the mask designs that the Disney Store artists have teased in the past week. So we can get a better look of how it's designed. I really like it. You know, you can see that the bottom piece here is like talons from a dragon. That's pretty cool. Again, these also do look like dragon wings. And another more talons intertwined here, and then we have her horns and feathery stuff here. Lots of talons actually, as you can see all the way here, so that's very good. And it looks like a dream catcher around here, probably a gem here and some feathers. That's pretty dope. And for the face sculpt, I believe she still has the same face sculpt of her previous designer doll all those years ago. I still think it looks pretty similar, so I believe she still has the same face sculpt. Alright, let's move on to Lady Tremaine from Cinderella, the evil stepmother. So Lady Tremaine design, it's actually quite a surprise too. I didn't think she was going to be wearing chains and this very sexy leathery look. So I'm not sure, but I think she does have a new face sculpt, or I could be wrong. But I like the way their hair is styled into this little heart-shaped bun. Kind of reminds me of the Queen of Hearts or the Red Queen from the live-action Alice movies. Actually, come to speak of it, her overall design really made me think of the Red Queen in a way, which I will get into a little bit later. Alright, so I think this smart part is new. So that's what makes me think that she has a new face sculpt. She has a little piece here for a fringe. She has her earrings, and she have this really ruffly leather red neck piece here, like a collar. And then she is rocking a leather top here, made to look like a jacket kind of opening here, which you can button, but I believe these will be stitched when the dolls come out. and she have leather puffy sleeves and leather. But I like the fact that there are like these black fishnets going on in between. It makes it very nice looking. And then for her dress, I believe these parts are like kind of velvety material probably, and I like that she has her gold key that she locks Cinderella in. And the rest of her dress, the overskirt, I believe these are like flowers and some more key detailing here. And this whole part is just held together by these gold chain. That's pretty cool actually, to be honest. And she does have like a little tight leather skirt underneath with black fishnets, and I believe she is wearing boots as well. The boots are really cool. And for her mask, she is holding a mask with the list handle thingy, and it has lots of feathers here and the eyepiece, and there's like a little skull here. And also I believe this part is made to look like a key. So taking a look at her artwork, the top part seems to be more of a green here, and then her sleeve are like Snow White sleeves where some parts are see-through underneath, and her collar seems to be different as well, and she seems to have her green emerald jewel here on the neck piece as well. Maybe it's still there, maybe we can just see it from the angle of this photo. So this mask design was again revealed by the Disney Store artists on their Instagram, and there are feathers here, there's a key here that actually looks like a skull. That's pretty cool. And now that I've noticed it, even her mask eye holes are made to look like arched eyebrows. See, this one is like an arched eye, while this one is more of like the neutral eye. So that's pretty cool, the amount of attention that they would go for these figures. Alright, now next up, let's move on to my favorite, Ursula from The Little Mermaid. So, you know, me with Little Mermaid and Ariel, everything about The Little Mermaid I love. And Ursula is my favorite Disney princess. favorite Disney villain, but she could be a princess, you know. So let's take a look at her design. So first up, we're going to take a look at her artwork. So artwork here, you can see her here with some colors on her bodice and lots of literally like tools and ruffly pieces for her tentacles, and she also has flotsam and jetsam with her. Let's take. Alright, so for her head sculpt, I really can't say if her head sculpt is new or not. It does look different though. I believe in the past she has been smiling with her mouth closed, if I'm correct. So this one has an open mouth, so maybe it could be new. I really like that because she was always glaring, her beaming with an evil smile throughout the movie. And I really love the fact that Flotsam and Jetsam are included here as her accessories, and they are skeletons instead of actual full fishes, so that's pretty cool, scary. Fits for a villain. And let's take a look at her outfit. So she is also rocking a very leathery look. She has a leather simple bodice with these lines here, and then she probably has her tentacles below, but I believe this part acts like a dress for her on top of her tentacles, because as you can see, her tentacles are poking out below here, so maybe this part acts like a dress where you can take on and off, I suppose. And she seems to be articulated, and I love again this little armband of black fishnets here. She seems to be also rocking a new hand mold, as you can see here. So for her dress, this part kind of mimics this part. They look like snakeskin kind of thing. And then she have these like ruffly pieces, maybe tulle, to kind of mimic I believe like those little thingies that she was growing in her lair, in her garden, you know, the pink little swirly thingies, and that she has in her lair in the movie. So they make me they remind me of those things, so that's pretty nice. It seems to be green, blue, and purples, and they're like ombres and all over the colors, so that's pretty nice. I can see two of her tentacles poking out as well, black on the top and purple on the bottom, and I really like that she has a crown on her tentacle as if she's wearing a bracelet or a ring. That's pretty cool. And I believe this kind of even looks like a crown of King Triton, so that's pretty cool. And her mask is my favorite part. Her mask is actually a face of Vanessa. That's pretty cool, and I love the fact that the tentacles are acting like hair for this mask. It gives me that very Medusa vibes, you know, like the Versace logo with the Medusa head with these snakes, so that's pretty cool. Here we go. So here is her mask, but we can already pretty much see the details on here. Oh, again, I missed this. Here is her shell inside the mask, and there's a jewel here. Again, pretty much it's obvious that this is Vanessa's face, so it's pretty cool. I only noticed that her shell is not here. That's an iconic piece of her, so I don't know why they removed it and put it into the mask instead, but it would have been really perfect if she had her necklace as well. Alright, let's move on to the Evil Queen. So for the Evil Queen, her color theme is kinda evoking Mother Gothel for me. Maybe because Mother Gothel wear this kind of color theme for her first designer doll, so maybe that's why. But at the same time, she's also giving me Regina from Once Upon a Time as well, especially with this neck piece thingy. So that's very Regina as well. So maybe they pull inspiration from all over. So for her artwork design, here she is. She is gorgeous, a purple dress with red accents and all this stuff. So that's all we can see for now. Her neck piece seems to be gold though in the artwork, but it's black on the actual doll. Alright, let's get into her face sculpt. So her face sculpt, I believe, is still the same as her first designer doll. It seems pretty much the same, maybe painted differently. So she has her hair in a bun. She also has her widow's peak right here. And she seems to have a tiara of some sort happening. And then she has her neck piece here with all these pointy bits, and I think these are evoking the design, the border design of her magic mirror. And she also seems to have a little curly piece of hair here as well. And moving down, she has these gold chains going on her shoulders. She have her bodice here with this, it's not as purple in the photo, this is more of like reddish maroon here for me. And then this red color in the middle, gold, gold, gold. Anyway, she has her dress. She has these two pieces here. Maybe these are to mimic the little gold ropes that she has in the movie. These little brooches here that kind of flares out to reveal this panel of black and red fabric from coming underneath her dress. And she also has her cape, the same color as her dress with these gold printed panels and then all these little jewels here. And I believe these patterns again are like peacock feathers, reminiscent of her design of the mirror border in the movie. And here is her mask. So her mask is interesting again because it's the ribbon type of mask like Maleficent, but it's also interesting that they actually have a leather band here, as you can see, so it makes the mask stay on them a little bit better, I suppose. Alright, let's take a look at the mask design for the Evil Queen. So again, obviously this part is the mirror, like how it appears in the mirror, and again these design here are very reminiscent of her mirror design. Next up we have Hades. So Hades is actually the second of my favorite after Ursula, also because he has never been done before and his design actually looks badass. It's so cool. Taking a look at his artwork, as you can see here, he just looks like a video game character, like a big boss fight from a video game. So let's take a look at his face sculpt. Of course, his face sculpt is new because he has never been done before, but I just love the effect on the hair. How it kind of starts out really dark and it kind of lightens like an ombre effect. That's pretty cool. And I also like his neck piece with the flames. And then he's like very Greek, very gladiator kind of look. He has this, I don't know how to even call this, like a shawl, a shoulder piece here, and I believe the shoulder piece is actually attached to the rest of his cape. He has something here which I cannot tell what it is, but he has something here, and then he also has more chains, and he had this little toga, I believe that's what it's called, the Greek thingy that wraps around the shoulders, and then he have the rest of his ensemble. And then he has a belt, which again I believe is either panic or pain or something, kind of looks like them. And you have these little thingies here as well that kind of mimics flames or the river of the dead. And I love the fact that there's little smoky things happening here, because in the movie, if you remember, he always has a smoke around his feet when he's moving around. So I really like that. That's really thoughtful that they put this into consideration. And his sculpt, at first I was like, oh, his sculpt has a nice little pretty pattern, but they're actually dead souls swimming in the river of dead. So that's very cool though. Pretty awesome. And then finally his masks. So his masks, he has 2 masks, okay? When you're going to a masquerade ball, be extra like Hades. Bring 2 masks so you can swap them depending on your mood. So Pain and Panic. So that's pretty cool. And they got their colors right as well, even their little tails here. That's pretty cool. And interesting for his body, he also seems to be rocking a whole new different body. I don't think they have ever done a body like this, and I believe he has like a torso joint here, as you can see. Alright, finally, let's move on to Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. So Yzma, again, it's another surprise that they chose this character because they have rarely ever done it. But I think Disney is listening to what fans want, and fans has been asking for characters that they rarely do. And they already given us what we want with Megara and Esmeralda from the previous wave. So now we have Yzma. There's a lot going on this queen, so let's take a quick look at her artwork here. So artwork doesn't really reveal much though, but here she is. As you can see, I cannot wait for the full artwork to come out, and I don't know why I keep going back and forth. Sorry, I did not prepare for this. I just wanted to do it right away. Alright, so her design, she has a lot going on, girl. And so she has this huge headpiece with this gold element, and these feathers are sculpted. I wish they kind of were real feathers, but I don't know. They were sculpted. I cannot wait to see how her hair is done though, probably in a bun in the back. And she has a brand new face sculpt just for her, and it captures her very well. These gigantic jawlines and this bony features, it's perfect. Even her upturned nose and her crazy eyelashes. Disney can finally go out all crazy on these eyelashes because on Yzma it's perfect. And she have this little neck piece here and a spaghetti strap dress, which is purple, with these little hip accentuating pads and more little ruffly pieces here as well. And then her skirt is actually pretty cool. I like how they kind of flare out here. Reminds me of Lady Gaga dress once that she wore a long time ago. And she have these gold embroidery patterns here. And her dress seems to also have a little different layer here down there as well. And then of course the black piece. She also have this little off-shoulder piece here as well. And I believe this is a belt. Or is it part of her mask? I think it's a belt. Or is it a mask? I don't know. She also has jewelry. She's rocking some gold bracelets here as well. And she also has a brand new hand sculpt to her as well. That's perfect for her with her long bony fingers and her super long crazy drag queen nails. She's perfect. And she also has her mask, which is, again, this is, I believe, like a crown of Cusco. Here, as you can see. And then she also like a very detailed handle for her mask and this big giant feather sculpted piece. So here is her here is her mask design with this feather piece, this crown of Cusco, and then of course for her mask the face is actually her face again with these crazy. Oh my god, I just saw this. Did you see the cat? Oh my god, the cat is also here. That's brilliant. I actually like this so much. Wow, the little tiny details even in the mask, that's amazing. And that made me realize I never showed you guys the mask design for Hades. So here they are, Pain and Panic. That's cute. So that's it. Those were my reactions on the Disney Midnight Masquerade villain dolls. So again, pretty exciting. I don't know when they will come out, but probably October, or maybe they might even time it together with Halloween. Who knows? But out of this, let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite. Are you getting any of them? Are you getting all of them? Or are you just getting a few? Let me know who you will be getting. So for me personally, my favorite would be Ursula if I had to rank them. I may be a little bit biased because I love the Little Mermaid, but still, I think overall her design really worked, and it still kind of stayed true to the movie while still having that modern spin and the designer spin to it. The only thing I didn't like about her is that she's missing her necklace, but I think that's an easy fix. Second is followed by Hades. So Hades, again, this is his first time doing it, but his design is actually really awesome looking at it. And I like the fact that his design also goes well with Megara. They're like somewhat in sync in terms of the chains, the off-shoulder pieces, and all of that, so he's pretty awesome. My third favorite would be Yzma. Again, this may be biased due to the fact that she has never been done before, but she's still pretty awesome. She has her unique hand molds, her face molds, and her design overall still worked as well. Still true to the movie and still has that designer spin to it. Now for the other three, those are the designs that, while very stunning and beautiful, those are the designs that really didn't like blow me out of the water. Like it didn't give me that, oh my god, I need them. It didn't give me that kind of feeling reaction to me looking at the photos. Maybe I'll change my opinion when I get a better look at them, when actual doll photos comes out, when it's... So my fourth favorite would be Lady Tremaine, because I do really like her skirt with the chains. It's pretty cool, but it doesn't really read Lady Tremaine to me. It feels more of like, you know, Alice in Wonderland, Queen of Hearts, the Red Queen vibe. My fifth favorite would be the Evil Queen, because her design, while it's not my favorite, it's still very detailed and intricate. The collar pieces, the chains, and the dress, and the cape, and all of that. And my least favorite, which is quite unfortunate because Maleficent is my second favorite Disney villain, but unfortunately because I think aside from the cape, there are not much detail happening on her main dress. Maybe that's the direction that they wanted to go to purposely maybe, but for me, like, the main dress doesn't really read like the designer, you know, the elegant extravaganza feel to me. But the cape I do love though. It's just the problem with the simple black leather dress, and then also her top and the bustier really reminded me of the original doll, but I do love how they improved on her hair as well. So that's my ranking on it, so make sure you leave your own rankings in the comments below as well, from favorite to least favorite. So that's it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the line, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye!